Buying a home in 2025, here's something to consider. 3 common homebuyer mistakes and how to avoid them. Discover the top 3 mistakes first-time homebuyers makes and learn how to avoid them. Get expert tips to navigate the home buying process confidently and make informed decisions. But before I start, here's a brief personal experience. Um, one of the things that happened is that yesterday we went to Best Buy, my family and I, after the appointments and the listing presentation that I had, and there's something on display. Samsung has a new AI ring that you can put on. So one of the things that I did is I put the ring on, and panic set in because I couldn't take it off. So one of the things that happened is that I was trying to pull it off, trying to put it off, trying to put it off, and I couldn't. So one of the things is that dread came over me. I was thinking, my goodness, I'm gonna have to talk to management and they're gonna have to assist us with removing it. I was already seeing ambulances coming on board, and so sheer and utter panic was. I was on the verge of being overwhelmed with panic. Luckily, I was able to take it off, and it just happened to be an embarrassing situation. I'll put the picture on here of the different ones, and now I know which size is not my finger. Also, the other thing that happened is that um, we after that we decided to get something to eat. And we couldn't decide. We were thinking about sandwiches, but then later on, we just decided to drive down the street and figure out what we were gonna eat. And one of the things that happened was that we finally decided to go to Wingstop. And so we placed our order, and then 40 minutes later, our order came out. So one of the things is that was just frustrating right there. And the last one, um, it was 11:05 last night, and someone started popping fireworks. One of the things that happened is that our puppies got scared. So one by one by one by one, they started coming into our bedroom, and then of course hiding because of the fireworks. Luckily, they just lasted for around 30 minutes, and then they were able to calm down, but they did spend us with us overnight. The only reason that I bring these 3 stories is that, of course, when, with my ring finger situation, one of the things that happens is that when you skip your mortgage pre-approval and begin your home search with confidence with a secured loan, panic can set in. One of the things is that you're going to be disappointed because you don't know your budget. You might be looking outside where you're looking into, and then best practice is to talk to a lender to try to see what you're qualified for, and to see also what your budget is. We've seen it numerous times, and I know I repeated myself over and over and over again. But getting pre-approved for a mortgage is the best practice that you can do. Because one of the things is that, of course, start looking at homes and not knowing what you qualify for. You see your dream home only to find out later that the monthly obligations or the monthly payment is not what you're looking into. It's just awful when something like that happens. And like I said, going back to the ring finger that I did, is that you love a home and you're trying to figure out, panic starts setting in, and then you start realizing I missed out on that home. I didn't get the perfect home for me because I was not qualified. I didn't know my budget, and I wasn't ready to be able to submit an offer because I wasn't qualified, and someone else took my home. Uh, as far as the hot wing stories, um, one of the things is that my family, actually, it was me more than anything else. I could not decide what I wanted to eat. I was craving a sandwich, but at the same time, you know, a sandwich is a sandwich. So decided to drive down the street and try to figure out what we're gonna get. So when, of course, there was chipotle, it's technically like a sandwich. So decided not to do that, and all of us were craving Wingstop. But one of the things that happened is since we didn't plan and we didn't really know what we were gonna do, we spent 30 to 45 minutes waiting for the hot wings. No, which made no sense at all, especially since it was already dark outside. Everything was going. It was approaching 9:30, and we were still waiting for our wings to come out. So when you're looking for a home, there's going to be must-haves and nice to have. By not knowing what you're looking for, And you're pretty much wasting your time like we did. You're going to be wasting your energy like we did. And best practice is to just write down what's necessary, your must-haves and nice to have, so you can visually see what you're looking into and see what's really, really important. 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom, cul-de-sac, swimming pool, bigger secondary bedrooms, a nicer kitchen, modern kitchen. Those things right there, if you just write them down, see plus, minuses, and then so you can see what your must-haves and not nice to have. And then one of the things also, the firework example that I said last night. One of the things that happened is that the fireworks came in and they were panicking, and they were seeking comfort, they were seeking trying to they couldn't decide what they were going to do. There was just sheer and utter panic. Of course, one by one by one by one, they came into our bedrooms all completely scared because fireworks were just going out of nowhere. And the same thing can happen is that when you purchase a home, you can feel overwhelmed. And if you seek professional guidance, a seasoned realtor, they'll provide you inside information on what's happening with the market, negotiate on your behalf, and ensure a smoother transaction. Best practice is to talk to a local real estate agent to assist you and guide you through the home buying process. And then, like I said, they can probably also give you just helpful advice on what to do. One of the things is that when you're pressed for time and you have to meet certain deadlines, not knowing what your options are can be like our dogs last night. They were just seeking comfort, seeking shelter, trying to hide, trying to decide what their best course. And with a real estate transaction, you can just simply just be completely and utterly overwhelmed. By avoiding these common mistakes, you can make your home buying journey smoother and more enjoyable. By being informed, you can be proactive and you can be better equipped to make a decision for the long-term satisfaction in your new home. One of the things that happens is that Rosa and I have more than 15 years of San Antonio real estate experience and construction experience with the new homes. I have 15 years with a new home builder. Rosa and I have assisted families through the buying and selling process with new builds, home searches, exit advice, seamless service. Discover San Antonio homes with us, the Garza home team, and we'll assist you from start all the way to finish. Okay, quick question for you. Does it seem that the algorithm is following you? That's not the case. One of the things that happens when something's important to you, like real estate, that's why you're watching this video. Similar to when you purchased your first car. Did you notice when you purchased your first car, everyone everywhere was driving your same car? Well, one of the things that happens is when something's important to you, there's something in your back of your brain that becomes hyper aware of all things real estate. That's why you're watching this video. So one of the things that happens is that if we provided helpful advice to you, and either your friends, your family members, or your cousins, next door neighbors, second cousin ask one of these two questions, I've always wondered what my home is worth, and I've always wanted to purchase a home, but I don't know where to start. Give them our name. Give them throw our name into the business into the cowboy hat so we can give them same informational service that we provided to you. Deal? Also, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And as always, are you ready to make a move? Send us a DM. Thank you. Bye.